The lighting in here is always god awful. It makes me look like one of those before pictures. That's Carole. She's usually very pretty when she's not going through one of her stints. I always tell her to stop slouching. She rounds her shoulders like she's carrying a baby or an anvil or something. Shoulders back, chin up. She doesn't listen. She says she has scoliosis. She cut her hair. Oh, my god bangs are not for everyone. I'm verging on total bitch instead of fashionably late.
Hi, how are you?
Marvelous. Wonderful. Never been better. She never skips the pleasantries. You cut your hair.
Yeah, I needed a change.
Looks great.
Thanks. I was worried it was too. Yeah.
No. I feel like I haven't been here in years. I am
been a
brimming with shit. Wait till you're about bar class. My ass is still burning.
Are you gonna eat anything?
No, I'm off carbs. You?
Oh, I made dinner before I left. Your low-cal, high-protein. Food tonight or just drinks?
Could we see the menu?
I thought you were off food.
Carbs. Not all of us can get away with low-cal, high-protein.
I told you to get that walking desk for your office. Perfect for a gal on the go.
Oh, she's funny tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get her in front of a brick wall.
I'll be here all night. We're here all the time. She knows you don't need to see a menu.
I've seen her before. She could be new.
Oh, she's wearing one of those, oh, look at me, tit tops. I'm sure it gets her a ton of tips. This isn't a brothel.
Brothel?
Whorehouse?
Grandpa, we're more PC now. I really heard Grandpa appreciates a little skin.
The elderly don't know what they want. Yesterday they were burning their bras. Tomorrow every little girl that takes the training bra trip too late is a slut. I bet she's not even wearing a bra.
God, I can't blame them. I don't know what I want either.
You don't want anything.
You think they just sit like that?
Old people?
No, her tits.
Oh. No, nobody's just sit like that.
I never even wore training bras. I went straight to those padded
Oh, I
monstrosities.
hated those things I always pulled under my arms.
Ugh, God, I'm never going to be old.
God, like wrinkles,
Bedpans.
diapers,
Soft foods only.
Oh God, and like old men never look at you anymore, you know? Like they're too busy drooling over those big-breasted, baby-faced infants. God, sorry, honey, I spent all the dollars on my pension on her Girls Go Wild Vegas.
Hey, it's Miami now. You really are dating yourself. And besides, it might be the one good thing about it all. Once my tits start sagging, at least I won't be so bothered.
How could you say that?
What? I bet you I gained 5 years of my life back, and then I have to fend off every creature that approaches as I walk down the street, eyes trained on chest.
God.
That is the secret to eternal peace. Sagging tits.
No, I don't know. I don't want to fade. I don't want to be saggy and squishy and awful.
Is Gloria Steinem right about you?
Gloria Steinem's tits look great. I don't trust a thing she says.
Have you ever been to an old people's home?
No.
God, these people are melting off the bone, and all they have to live for is pudding comes at noon. They've got these 25-year-olds scooping their shit into buckets, and their best friends are dying every other month. Ugh, not me. I'm going at a cool 60.
I'll meet you at the cliff, Thelma.
2 Cosmos, thanks.
So you're brimming with shit.
My secretary is completely incompetent.
Novel.
The woman can't even do the simplest things. And it pains me, you know, because I'm all for women's rights in the workplace, but I swear to God I want to know where she got lobotomized because they did a fantastic job.
I wouldn't want to get a lobotomy. I just want to go to the seaside.
I wasn't offering.
You know, like let the ocean breeze heal me from my hysteria. I bet I look great in one of those 50s swimsuits.
You're about a century off. Those guys weren't sending their wives to the seaside. They were too busy beating them and mowing the lawn to keep the HOA off their backs.
Oh, thanks.
like Cosmos, you never have.
So
why would you let me order you one?
they're not that bad.
Every woman needs a signature drink, and that's mine. Rolls off the tongue, Cosmo. And it's got a full name for when you're feeling fancy, cosmopolitan.
I hate vodka.
No one likes vodka.
Jane.
That's not the point. The point is someone tries to order you a Cosmo, you say, no thanks, I'll have a mojito.
Fuck
You
me.
need to work on your assertiveness.
In the eye. You know, vodka's a carb.
Nice try. 4 shots of tequila.
Jesus,
What? One shot. Times 2 for lost time.
Isn't there something about like mixing alcohols
Like what?
that it's bad?
Light on light, you'll be fine.
Celebrating? Or...
No, we're just catching up. Thank you. I love your hair.
She is so Midwestern. You are so Midwestern.
You mean polite.
Whatever. To honesty hour. May we be brutal.
May we be awful.
May we be bitches.
We may.
She's got a great alcohol face. Doesn't matter whether it's vodka, tequila, a shot, or a sip. It's the same every time. I admire the theatricality.
So, your job.
A guy came into the office last week. Skinny guy, tall. Too tall. You know, self-important.
Those are the only kind that ever show up.
Not true, they're also pushers. Me, I prefer a pusher. I don't need to know you like my dress, I like it, so let's get to the fucking point. He's incredibly smooth. I cleared my schedule for the day, so when my brainless secretary comes knocking telling me my 3 o'clock is here, I tell her I absolutely do not have 3 o'clock, and she insists it's true. In fact, he's getting quite impatient. He's getting impatient. I told her to send him in because I'm going to lose my shit if I have to speak with her for 1 more minute. Sure enough, Slim Jim saunters into my office, not a care in the world.
Oh, God.
I know. He sits himself right down in the chair across from my desk, legs open like I'm going to blow him or something, and he has the nerve to smile at me. And an absolutely shit-eating grin. He says he's happy I could fit him in, and he is quite the proposition for me, and the son of a bitch winks. I'm looking at the clock because I was supposed to be out of there 5 minutes ago, but I've got Mr. Fortune 500 over here eating up my nail time. He says he's part of some startup that turns bird shit into gasoline.
TMI.
Okay, it's not really bird shit, it's cow shit.
Well, now I know it's not bird shit.
You know this guy.
Well, the rule is a rule for a reason. No specifics, nondescript.
The rule is the rule because you blab.
Ugh, I do not blab.
Last names and job titles and favorite coffee shops. I even know the name of the hospital you were born in.
Okay, that was an accident.
The rule is for personal boundaries. Plausible deniability.
Well, consider this a personal boundary.
Whatever. Withdrawn. Just know that it was absolutely out of this world that this guy was asking me for money. I told him as such. In business, that translates to fuck off, but when you're a lady and you wear skirt suits to work, you're supposed to say, fuck off, please. The sausage link had the audacity to say I was going to regret this, and then stormed out of my office like I wasted his time. God, what a prick.
You know, in my defense, I've never actually spoken to a woman I've had to respect before.
Respect me?
Of course. Now, if I could just have a few moments of your time, I have an opportunity
Spare me.
You know the rug you got for your birthday? The one your mother gave to you? She bought it for your sister first.
I knew it. That bitch.
And everyone knows she's gonna get married before you. They were talking about it at that dinner at your Aunt Marge's last week. The one they scheduled when they knew you'd be out of town. I mean, you are last in the pool.
Oh, fuck off, Gumby.
So, what's a fella gotta do to get a drink around here?
Can't you stop busy?
Just the way I like my women.
Is the man afford to get you to disappear? Or do I have to pull out my whistle? It's pink.
Your boss wouldn't have stuck you with me if he actually had any respect for you.
The only reason you have a job is because your daddy paid your way there. Probably coasted through whatever Ivy League cesspool you spent 4 years at with nothing to show for it but gentlemancies and date rape allegations. Nobody respects you. To them, you are a petulant child with sticky hands crying because Santa isn't real. You are worthless. No intelligence, no skill. Under that Italian suit, all you are is an unnaturally pale body held together by years of inbreeding. Without that trust fund, you'd be out on the street corner without 2 coins to clink in a cup.
You need a manicure. I like your skirt.
I'm gonna have to burn this now. And it's vintage.
My mom called me last week
What did she want?
to see how I was doing.
Classic.
How are you doing? Any food?
Fine.
Yeah, we're doing so wonderful. Thank you so much.
What'd you tell her?
Well, I told her I was doing great, that I got this new haircut that made me look like Jennifer Aniston. She asked me if I was suffering from transference.
What the hell is transfer?
I don't know, she saw it on TV, some woman came on and was talking about how she only ever dated guys that looked just like her ex-husband, and so she started to like associate the attributes with them, like, like boring, witty, whatever, and then they felt, they started fighting, and then their relationships ended up falling apart, and so the cycle, goes on and on and on until she realized that she was recreating her mother and her father's marriage.
What the fuck does that have to do with hair?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I told her as such. I said, I don't think that means what you think it means. And then she asked me to send her a picture of my hair.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, she said I should consider Botox. So, I don't know. It says it's done wonders for her.
My mother once gave me a TV for Christmas.
What a bitch.
I know. We didn't speak for 3 months.
I really do love my mom, though.
Yeah, I do too. I can't imagine having kids. I would hate them too. Everyone's mom is kind of a bitch, right?
No, I just think everyone's dad is a dick.
Hey, the phone works both ways.
Right.
Like, my dad invited his 23-year-old secretary to my 21st birthday party.
My father forgot my 21st birthday. Were your parents married?
Should we tell each other that?
This doesn't lead into that. At this point, I know the name of the goddamn hospital she squeezed you out in. I just want to know if she's still with the guy responsible.
Fine. Yeah, they're split. I blame the secretary. You?
What do I seem like?
Parents married unhappily.
36 years. Seen any good shows lately?
No, actually, I haven't seen a show in like forever. If you have any recommendations, let me know. I mean, my boyfriend and I, we used to go like once every month, but the last show that we went to was like forever ago. Oh, did I ever tell you about that terrible one-man show?
All one-man shows are terrible. It's a requirement.
Remember, it was like the one that was like aquatic, And I planned this really great date beforehand, bowling.
Bowling? Yeah.
But it was like fun. It was like cool bowling. It was like a bar and bowling.
Is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Anyway, so we had a really great day beforehand. We were bowling, and then we had to get to the show because he was the opening act.
He was opening for a one-man opera.
Well, yeah, like when the people walk in.
A pre-opera processional? What was he playing? The conch?
Well, he plays the guitar, so. Okay, so we had to get from the bowling to the place, and so he called this car, but he ended up putting in the wrong address, and so we ended up 40 minutes away from a show that started in 30 minutes.
Well, what? Is it guided to?
That's what I said. I mean, I wanted to help, but I didn't want to, I wanted to let him figure it out for himself. I didn't want to be overbearing. It was not enough time, wrong place. It was stressful. It would have been stressful for anyone, right? And so it actually didn't end up being that bad, because by the time that we got a car and we were going to the right place, we actually only ended up being about 15 minutes late. And so I was really proud of the way that he handled it, actually. And so I told him, I said, Hey, love, I think you handled that really well. Thank you for getting us there. And we were in the back seat, and so I put out my hand, you know, just in case he wanted to hold it. You know, he didn't have to, obviously, but you know, just in case. And you know what he said?
Thanks.
You're so sincere, Carole. Why do you have to be so goddamn sincere all the time?
What did you say?
Well, I didn't say anything. I think I just started crying.
If I were you, I never would have told me that.
He apologized like right after we got out of the car.
He let you cry for 30 minutes before he apologized?
15 minutes. Okay, I think I'm making this sound worse than it is. It really, he loves me. It was just the situation.
He sounds mean.
No, it was stressful, and he apologized, and I could really tell that he meant it. Isn't that what love is? Taking people's flaws in stride, loving them anyways?
Jesus Christ.
What?
Sounds like horse shit.
It's not. People have flaws. To love someone else's flaws is not bullshit. Love is a give and take.
You sure are giving.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing to want to give to the people that you love.
Okay, but what are you getting?
What?
It's give and take, it's both ways, right? You give and take, he gives and takes, but what's the give? What does he give?
Well, it's about balance. So, like, if you're in a relationship and so your partner can only give 30% and then you can only give 70%, you know, like, it's a compromise, you know? It's a choice. Every day is a choice, and I choose.
And you keep choosing? For forever?
Yeah, if I'm lucky. I mean, don't you think two people can be in love for their entire lives and be happy?
No.
What about people who are really in love? Stop!
What?
Stop laughing like I'm suggesting something ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous.
Hey, fuck off.
Let's get another round.
You know, I've witnessed people in love.
Who? Mommy and Daddy way back when?
My high school physics teacher. He and his wife are magnificently, awfully, sickeningly in love, and they're perfect for each other. They travel and they hike, and he sews her dresses.
No.
Yes, and they met in college, and then they moved into house sit for this weird like farmer guy, and then they moved in together like right afterwards, and they've been together ever since.
You're lying.
I am not.
They're lying, and that second part sounds like the beginning of the slasher.
They just don't have any kids.
Ah.
Proud aunts and uncles.
Well, they're a one-off, and honestly, I'm not convinced you didn't just make them up. I mean, he sews her dresses.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Okay, sure. There are millions of people. Of course, we'll get a silly handful who happen to chase down a minuscule moment of peace. The point isn't that nobody ever has, just that it's so rare that there's no point. And you shouldn't be sad if your marriage doesn't pan out that way, because most don't.
Have you ever read a romance novel?
Plenty.
And you still think this?
There's a whole group of people, often married people, describing what you're describing, but they understand it's fantasy.
They're writers.
Whatever.
So you've never been in love?
Nope.
Not even in school?
No.
I don't believe you.
I may have thought I was in love.
There's no difference.
I didn't know anything then. I convinced myself I was in love with any blonde, teeny bop idol on my television with tight jeans and a digitally altered smile. I was 16.
I fell in love when I was 16.
Did he have blonde hair and tight jeans and a weirdly digital smile?
Yes, he preferred sweatpants, and no, he was gap-toothed.
How did sweep you off your feet?
Our mothers were friends. We met at his family Christmas party, and we snuck off with a bottle of spiked eggnog, and he kissed me underneath the mistletoe.
And now?
Now, every Christmas time when I go home, I see his family's holiday card pinned to my mom's fridge. Orthodontist. Married to a school teacher with 3 bouncing baby boys and a dog.
I'll take a dog.
Lab.
Yikes.
The point is, I loved him.
The point is, it didn't last.
I just don't know what I'm working towards if I don't believe in the physics teacher. really in love?
54 years and counting.
Okay, I'll play. How do you keep the spark alive? Oh, we hike.
Take trips.
Where'd you learn to sew?
My mother.
Are you attracted to other people?
Yes, but never in a way that threatens my commitment.
Do you ever feel like you settled?
No. No, it was always exciting, and it still is.
Are you ever bored of each other?
Never.
How did you know?
Well, there was a moment when I felt my happiness was tied to hers.
And we're soulmates.
Do you fight?
Only over what to cook for dinner,
Oh, see, I always like when we have fish.
and I hate it. Too fishy.
You still fight?
Oh, you're asking the wrong question.
Every time?
54 years and counting.
Okay. So you're in love?
Yes.
For forever.
Of course.
What was that?
What?
Your weird pause.
Of course. Oh, please, it was not that long.
Come on, Carole. What am I gonna do? Tell? That's why we're here. I don't know the guy. I don't even know his name.
I don't have anything else.
It's not fun if I'm the only one.
Really, Jane, things have been good.
Carole.
Jane.
Carole.
Jane.
Carole.
New word now.
And there is a code to honesty hour. I don't come here once a week so I can bitch at you. I come to bitch with you. Have you been fucking?
Yes. But, I don't know.
What?
What if he's faking it?
Carole, he's a man.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know if he's faking it?
I don't know. I don't check the condom.
Use condoms?
Okay, Jesus Christ. Anyway, you know, the sex is fine. It's not like out of this world, but it's fine. I don't know. He's just been distant lately.
I crave the committed
You know,
relationship.
honestly, I think he's just been tired. It's nothing. I'm always making these things bigger deals than they are. Like, I always do this. I always turn things into things that they're not. I'm always ruining my life this way, overthinking things to death. You know, when I say it out loud, I really think I'm the problem. Like, there's a common denominator here. I just don't think I've been giving him enough space, you know? Like, we've been in a relationship for so long, and, you know, individuals need space, and people need space, and people in love need space, and it's not a crime. Like, to me, I'm fictionalizing. Like, I think I'm being crazy. You think I'm being crazy? It's just, it's a little bit worrying because I've been trying new things. Like, I got a wax. I got this new haircut, and I've been putting perfume behind my ears after I shower, and putting on these new sets to bed, like, not to want me, but just want me enough, and I've been trying these cranberry pills, just in case they ever prove that those end up doing something. And do you think I'm being crazy? Everything that I do it for him, and it makes me happy. Like, it's fulfilling. And it's not transactional. It's not like I do one thing and then he does two things in return. Like, it's not like that at all. I don't understand.
I was gonna tell you looked great.
And I keep asking, like, am I the problem? Am I being an idiot? Like, am I being foolish? Like, laying in bed poking my ass out like some kind of head case housewife? Like, am I the type of woman whose daughter looks at her and says, oh, I don't want to be like you? Sad and unwanted. And unaware that she was sad and unwanted.
You don't have a daughter.
You don't know that.
You are clearly aware that you're sad and unwanted.
I didn't say I was. I said the woman that I didn't want to be is.
You know what I'm gonna say.
No, I don't. If I did, I wouldn't have brought it
I
up.
almost didn't bring it up.
Well, God, this is why I didn't want to bring it up.
It's obvious.
It isn't it? God, I need another.
If you're walking down the street and a guy drops a piano on your head, do you run to the flower shop on the corner and show up at his doorstep with a beautiful bouquet of peonies?
I don't say anything. They're scraping me off the cement.
Right, and while they're getting up the metal, whatever you call it, to scrape you off the cement, do you think the guy in the third-story window is crying about it? No, he's having a sandwich, best sandwich of his goddamn life.
What kind of sandwich?
Ham and cheese.
That's the best sandwich of his life.
Simple.
I don't even like peonies.
Well, he loves it. Goes bananas for it.
What kind of man do you know that loves peonies?
Too many of those things. He doesn't really love him. He's just that good at making you think he loves him. See? Now you think he's real sensitive. He's a real nice guy. Now you want to let him take you home. What other man have you ever met who loves peonies like that?
Are you calling me easy?
If you're walking down the street and a guy drops a piano on your head, you climb out from under the damn thing and tell the loser to fuck off and watch where he's dropping pianos. Then, on your way to work the next day, change your route.
Am I the piano?
You're asking the wrong question.
But what if he's the one?
He isn't.
How do you know?
You just told me.
But I love him.
Sure.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Why? There must be a reason I'm this jaded? No, but I've cheated.
Oh, great, so I'm getting advice from a con man.
Better than a dude. I mean, do you even know how many people there are in the world?
Sure.
How many?
There are plenty of fish in the sea.
How many are you saying? I want a number.
I didn't know I was out with the census.
There are approximately 333 million people in the United States alone. This is not even counting European flings, okay? Now that number is so large that you can't even conceptualize it. You say lots, you say you're in love.
I am in love.
But you're not without options.
Can I ask you something?
Always.
And you have to be honest.
That's why we're here.
Have you ever looked me up?
Looked you up.
Googled me.
Maybe a fugitive or something? Have you stolen some little old lady's identity?
I could have.
Sure.
And you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't.
Because you've never looked me up. Aren't you curious?
No. Liar. Scared of what I would find.
Don't you wonder why I'm here instead of propped up on some chaise lounge getting my head shrunk?
Carole, you're not a mystery to me.
What the fuck does that mean?
Nothing bad. I'm just saying what you see is what you get.
Right. Why are you slumming it with me?
I love drunk Carole. She is so inquisitive.
It's just like you're probably a career woman, right? And you live in some fancy high-rise apartment, and you see all the people walking on the street like ants, and some desperate intern comes bring you coffee to your doorman every morning. Or maybe you put on these black suits every Wednesday night just to, because you saw me one day and you decided you get a sick thrill out of fucking with me. Or maybe you live with your mother in her basement and you're so desperate to escape your miserable life that you put on this thing and pretend to be somebody else like those people who LARP. Live action role play. It's like when people dress up as fictional characters and run around in parks. Honestly, you're probably one of those.
Okay. If I was pretending to be someone else, I'd be an old money housewife. And I'd have a transatlantic accent. My God, how I wish my husband would come back from war. But not really. The milkman is so much better than Bennett.
You really never wonder about me?
No.
I mean, you said it. There are 333 million people in this country, and you just met me one day by chance, and you decided, yeah, this is the one. This is the one I spill my guts to every week for weeks on end, and you never wonder about me? What if I'm stalking you?
You're not stalking me.
What if this is a fake name?
You'll always be Carole to me.
What if I'm conspiring with your enemies, like gathering information just to stab you in the back?
Then Godspeed.
Don't you want to know who you're sitting with?
I don't need to know more.
You can be really mean, you know that.
So, what are you gonna do about the boyfriend?
I don't know. Talk it out. Figure it out. Because that's what we do, that's what we commit to. Figuring it out.
Why?
Because I'm devoted. Not that you would know what devotion is.
It won't tell you anything I can't predict.
Because you're a cheat.
Because I'm a woman.
Yeah, great. Some good that's done for me.
Can I tell you a secret?
Oh, pray tell.
You're not gonna want to hear it.
How polite she asks this time.
It doesn't matter how good you are. Good girl, good girlfriend, they never want you the way that you want them to. It doesn't matter how much his parents love you or how devoted you are. It doesn't matter if you're available or unavailable. Who cares if his best friends think you're out of his league? They'll always be on his side. Especially, it doesn't matter how cool you are or how much you let slide when you know you shouldn't, or how forgiving you are when he treats you like shit. For what? For love? Please, gag me. It wouldn't even matter if he drew you up himself, dress size and interests and just the right amount of horny. I don't know why you're turning it into some kind of complex equation. There's no right answer. It's him. If someone wants to treat you well, they will. I'm sorry. I have to be the one to tell you this. I'm sure you want to shoot the messenger, and I don't care much for being shot at. But I have to be honest, devotion is bullshit. What you give is only as good as what you get.
What the fuck?
Over here!
Who are you?
I'm Jane.
Who?
You know Carole.
Carole.
What are you hard of hearing? Play all that prog rock too loud and now your ears are shot. Carole! Your girlfriend. Remember her?
What?
Been dropping any pianos lately?
I play the guitar.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Where are we?
Can you remember the last nice thing you did?
For
Carole. Do you even know her love language?
I don't believe in those.
You don't? Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't believe in those. Don't bother. She can't hear you. It's just me and you.
What are you gonna do?
Set my human-sized glue trap at home. Unfortunately.
What?
She fakes it.
Who?
You wouldn't know an orgasm if it walked up to you and said, "Hey, asshole, your time to be a rock star was up 4 years ago. Get a job." God, you're so apathetic. I'm thinking, hey, maybe he should kiss boys. That'd be fine, but leave her the hell alone. And yes, you need to buy her a gift on her birthday. What kind of loser dickwad can't pull something together for his woman on her goddamn birthday? And no, it doesn't matter if you're not really a birthday person. You're really goddamn selfish. I mean, really, how fucking hard is it to think about someone else for a change? Have you ever had to have a goddamn solitary thought about what some other corporeal being might need? Someone should know that you care if you care. Even if it's not the way you care, it's the way they care, so fucking acknowledge that. Maybe realize that someone isn't always going to be there just because they've been there. Maybe consider for one moment that the slog of bullshit that comes out of your mouth actually lands somewhere. What is the point of even being in a relationship with someone when all you do is treat them like an emotional servant? It's crazy. It's psychopathy. Get a better job and then get a maid, or better yet, keep the part-time job you're currently half-assing and just move back in with your mother. Save us all the time and energy. I mean, what are you even bringing to the table?
I'm not gay. I finish. I'm just really quiet.
Sounds like you're really rock her world.
She doesn't fake.
She does.
I would know.
think you're wrong. I think that it does matter. Like when I think about being with anyone else, it just feels weird. I love him more than anyone.
If you like it, I love it.
Can we talk about something else now?
Fine.
If I asked you a question about yourself, would you answer me?
No.
Why?
Because it defeats the whole point.
What
The
point?
point where we chat for an hour once a week and then get on with our lives.
I thought this wasn't therapy.
It isn't. A therapist would never get as drunk
I
as
am
you
not.
are. It's fine. You'll get another one.
No, it's fine.
A bit too much?
She's fine. Another round.
Okay, I think I should probably head out.
Ooh, no, we haven't come up with a plan yet.
We don't always have to come up with a plan.
Yeah, we're only just coming up on the 15-minute mark.
You're timing it?
I have a sense for these things.
Do you always time it?
Not intentionally.
So you just have a sense for the future and the time?
I'm a
What am I gonna do?
another job.
You know, I can't even go home.
Kick him out.
He pays half the rent.
Sleep in the other bedroom.
It's a studio.
What does your doorman think?
What does that matter?
Maybe you'll pretend not to recognize him.
I'll take that shot.
Why don't you just talk it out to me? Say how you feel.
I feel pathetic.
Just a little.
Jane!
Honestly.
Fuck!
Okay, it's fine. We can cut tonight short. Just tack a few minutes onto next week.
I don't know if I'll be back next week.
What do you mean? You're going out of town again or something?
No,
What? The fuck is that?
I don't know. Honestly, I've just been thinking. And I don't know.
Stop saying you don't know.
No, I don't.
Are you saying you don't want to do this anymore?
No. I don't know. I'm drunk.
You're not that
No,
drunk.
we come here every week and it's to have fun and let loose and, and be honest. But it's just, we've been doing this for a couple of months now and I think it's getting ugly.
You're being philosophical.
No, I'm being honest.
Don't use the name against me.
Like, you use it against me?
I'm just reminding you, no bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
You are drunk.
Oh yeah, I should probably go.
Carole, just sit down. We'll talk about something else, okay? Wanna hear my theory about my neighbor? I think she and my doorman are. Okay, what about your bitchy sister? You always have something to say about her.
She's good.
Good?
Good!
Well, that's just dandy.
We close in 20 minutes.
Are you a waitress or a clock?
Please. Jesus Christ, I'm getting. She's just trying to do her job. Can you have a little mercy?
You're fired.
I think I'm done for today.
You're self-sabotaging.
No, I am self-preserving. You are a judgmental disaster trying to suck me in with your shitty advice and alcoholism.
My advice isn't shitty.
Some of us have lives. Like complex lives. Like real lives where people depend on us and where we depend on other people, and we can't just afford to throw it away at the first time that something gets shitty.
Okay, be honest. Is this about that vacation I took when my mom started menopause?
Honesty? You want honesty?
Yes.
Honestly, I think you're a cynic.
Honestly, I think you're naive.
Honestly, I think you're incredibly lonely.
Honestly, your new haircut sucks.
Honestly, I agree with your mother.
Honestly, you're a pushover.
Honestly, I never even liked cosmopolitans.
Honestly, he isn't capable of loving you the way you need it.
Honestly, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Honestly, we aren't friends. We never were.
Honestly, I think I hate you.
Ouch.
You're gonna be sorry when a real man sees the potential. You could have had it all, babe.
Please, I promise I'll do better. Please, I just need this job.
There's someone out there for everyone.
It always happens when you're least expecting it.
Looking at you. It's like looking in the mirror, princess. When your mother had you, I knew you had to be mine. I mean, those freckles, they're all me.
I think I just need to focus on finding myself.
I've had enough people in my life treating me like shit. And they don't pretend that it's in the name of honesty.
Okay, so what? This is it? You just never see each other again?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to come here anymore.
Okay, it's fine. It's easy. Pick a new restaurant.
I don't wanna-
A million in the city.
I don't want to go anywhere.
Okay, we won't go anywhere. I'll see you next week, okay?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. What was the right question to ask? By the way, about like the pianos and all that?
How much are you willing to take, I guess? How many times can some asshole in the third story window flatten you with a baby gram before you say, hey, and go catch a cab?
I'll see you.
Can I get you anything else? The kitchen's about to close, but I can squeeze in one more order. I can wrap it up.
Yeah, can I get the fucking check? It's been hours. She's insane if she thinks she's getting a tip.